Hello, everybody. We are live. Welcome to another webinar from Cloud EDU, a premier Google for Education partner company here in the Southern Africa. My name is Timbus Kusana, and I kind of feel the need to mention that it will be my very first webinar ever. And I really hope that you guys will have a little bit of grace, and I would really appreciate that, because in the next half an hour or so, I hope that I'll be able to provide you a little bit of food for thought behind the question, why Chromebooks, and why they are the best devices within today's day and age in education. And so with that, before we jump right into it, just a little bit about ourselves. A colleague of mine and our Director of Professional Development, Kevin Sherman, will be dropping in a link there in the YouTube chat, just giving you a little bit of some information about us. Please do contact us. We would love to work with you regarding your EdTech vision, and as well as your next step into your Google journey at your school. Because we as Cloud EDU, we offer professional development and training, and we also do technical audits for all of our schools' Google domains, and we would really love to work with you. So please do contact us. And so with that, hey, also we will be also launching the next webinar, but a little bit more information will be sent later regarding that. And so with that said, ladies and gentlemen, Chromebooks have actually experienced an incredible growth worldwide within the education, being the top selling device for education in the States, Canada, Sweden, and as well as New Zealand, with over more than 80 million students using Chromebooks. And powerful devices that have dominated in the classroom for teaching and learning. For what started as a pilot project back in 2010, Chromebooks took the educational market by surprise, and providing teachers and students right across the world with its advanced features regarding durability and as well as security. And with that said, I'm going to try my best to answer the question, why Chromebooks? Now, you see, schools have invested a lot in devices, and it seems to be almost impossible to find a device that's most conducive to learning, especially in these fluctuant times, in these COVID pandemic times. Well, I would like to introduce to you the device that's built for the classroom, a device that all students can share, and most importantly, a device specially designed for learning. And so at first, we're going to be looking into the build of this device, and actually how it actually works nicely within the classroom. And so the hardware of the Chromebook with the fastest boot up time that's less than 10 seconds, being the fastest device on the market, beating any Windows device as well as your Mac OS device, because teachers and students need a device that they can depend on. A Chromebook is equipped with a battery life that can last an entire academic day, so teachers can share and work with their students accordingly. And if there's a shortage of these devices at a school, students can share the same Chromebooks without compromising their own personal data and resources. And I will be talking about that shortly. And so let's quickly look at the military specs regarding Chromebooks. You might also be asking, but I mean, how strong is this device, Timber? Well, I'm glad that you asked. Depending on the model, your ideal Chromebook comes with an 11-inch touchscreen that's fitted with an extra layer for protection, making it robust and sturdy, giving it that lasting touch of durability. But not only that, a drop test was actually conducted to prove that it can withstand a fall from approximately 1 meter. And should any young student step on it, its weight resistance of 60 kilograms is sure to make it a tough device. And so with that, also another hardware feature is your flip screen rotation options, where students have the luxury to flip it to their personal convenience, whether they prefer the traditional laptop view or the tent view, where they can flip the screen around, around 270 degrees, and place it in front of them to have a comfortable view or they can flip the entire Chromebook 360 degrees around, where the keyboard will then disable and the Chromebook will automatically switch to full-on tablet mode. Now, the Chromebook is sure to provide those particular needs. And also with that, ladies and gentlemen, you also have your stylus that's also built in that for that extra personal touch that's catered for your littlest learners, or for those that would want a more interactive engagement. The Chromebook comes with this specific portable stylus that can be used on the touchscreen also. That's really a very nice touch to it. And also, alongside with that, we can look at the keyboard of a Chromebook. Now, the first thing that I would like you to notice is the lowercase keys. Now, you probably have never realized that your Windows and your Mac devices keyboard are all uppercases. I mean, you can actually even check now for yourself. You do not believe me. But the objective behind the Chromebook's design for lower keys is to make the letters more recognizable for your learners. And don't worry, one can create the same shortcuts on a Chromebook, just like on any other Windows device or Mac OS. And also the trackpad is well sized for all of the edits and navigations that any user would need. And it's also fitted with your standard special keys as your Alt, Control, and etc. And I also have a little bit of a surprise at the end on how one can access your special characters on a Chromebook. And also, need I mention, sometimes we've heard how students will actually go and take out the letters on a keyboard and actually reshuffle them. And so the Chromebook keyboard is actually fitted with a layer underneath that prohibits students from doing so. And then also, now that we've looked at the hardware, just a quick description on the simple but yet powerful software and operating system of Chromebooks. Introducing to you, ladies and gentlemen, the Chrome OS. It is an operating system where Google provides full updates about every 6 weeks. And also the amazing thing about the Chrome OS is that the Chromebook runs on 2 operating systems, where the one runs the Chromebook and the other one is in the background updating everything. And Google has gone so far to guarantee automatic updates of up to 8 years on Chrome OS. And so that really does mean that one can use the update or the device itself for quite a long time. And also the Chromebook also runs on Android. And so you can run web-based Chrome applications and as well as Android applications. And so it's really an amazing what you call operating system made by Google for the Google platform. And so with that, we've looked at the hardware and a little bit of the build around that. But now let's quickly look at the shareability of these devices. Because most schools cannot afford your 1-to-1 ratio, which means every single student has their own device, but most schools have actually gone into getting what we call a cart, or rather a bank of devices, where they will be then, they will allocate those devices to a certain amount of classes. But first, you might be asking the question, but how practical is this in terms of protecting each other's data? Because I mean, in a school setup, students will be logging into their accounts, and then they will then work on that account within there. They'll be in certain classrooms, etc. But how does one then secure or separate the resources of each student independently from a bank of devices? That's a very good question. Well, within your Chromebook, your data is secured, because when a student logs in using the educational Google account, all of their resources and everything is available to them. And after they've logged out, their data remains secure. And all of this is within the school educational domain, within the ecosystem of the school. And so that data is protected. So this means that when a student receives a Chromebook, it is clean, ready to use. And when they log out of that Chromebook, their data not only just remains secure, but that Chromebook is once again wiped, in inverted commas, and ready for another student to use. And so with that, what comes with that also, to manage it even more better, is also in your ideal school setup within the Google admin console, you are provided with easy device management, where a school's administrator or IT administrator can manage up to 20,000 devices, and empowering the school to actually decide what applications to use, and also protect what will users within the domain, to make sure that they are not playing games or using other things, etc., etc. And then alongside with that, ladies and gentlemen, to give you even much more of a powerful or yet a way of actually managing your school's platform much more effectively within the admin. We have what we call the Chrome Education Upgrade License. This is actually much more for advanced control over your school. The Chrome Education Upgrade License will not only just give you managed access where the school controls what users can access, but you will actually have simplified deployment that provides you with access to device policies, and also along with that, an advanced security, ensuring that your school's data is always safe. And then if you are ever in need of help, you will have what's called your 24-hour admin support at no cost at all. So with this, once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is an additional cost to the service, and in terms of actually purchasing this license, that really empowers the school to manage that Chromebook. Now, the amazing thing that's also added onto the Chrome Education upgrade, ladies and gentlemen, is the fact that you have what we call, you can also manage the device at a school. So a student comes to the school and you set up the device management from, let's say, 8 a.m. in the morning, and then it will then deactivate, let's say, 3 or 4 p.m. in the afternoon. So that student, when they enter into the school and they connect to the Wi-Fi, the school has control over that device as to what students can watch, etc. And alongside with that, when they leave the school, that student will then be off of the school's management system, and then that student will be able to use that device further, for personal use. All right. And then also, hey, an amazing, interesting security fact actually is that the developers of the Chrome OS has actually designed each Chromebook with a built-in security chip, also known as the TPM. I don't need to get into weeds of that. It actually makes it close to impossible for a person to hack a Chromebook. And so the developers has actually offered a $150,000, not rand, dollars reward for anyone who can actually remotely hack a Chromebook. So that in itself, and I think that in itself should tell you how safe these devices are. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I'm confident to say that Chromebooks are designed for learning, because at this moment we have over 170 million students and teachers using the Google Workspace for education, along with more than 150 million global monthly active Chrome users. And so it is definitely a platform. It's rather a device made for the Google Workspace platform for you as a teacher and student to definitely be able to work and learn all together. And also, speaking of learning and working together, the Chromebooks does give a teacher and a student the ability to teach remotely and learn remotely. And just to mention a couple of these applications, core Chrome applications, your Google Meet, your Google Classroom, and as well as the advanced whiteboard feature called Google Jamboard, a teacher will definitely be able to teach remotely and students were able to access all the information, not to mention your Google Forms, your Google Docs, your Google Slides, etc. The list goes on. And also, getting started has never been easy, ladies and gentlemen. Has never been easier than what it is now. So what would happen is a student will open up their Chromebook, they will sign in. At this moment, just to give you a snippet here, I will sign in using my educational Google account, and then I'll insert my password. And then, ladies and gentlemen, you will be then welcomed to a very easy to use platform. Less is more in this context of the user interface of Chromebooks. And so you will have on the left side, this is just a little bit of a snippet of a Chromebook when one opens it into the dock of it. And then also right here at the bottom left, you will then click on the launcher. It's a launcher button. And what it actually does is it gives you a little bit much more information to all of the other tool sets in the Chromebook. And then also, there's never been an easier user interface, as mentioned. So this is just a little bit of a gift there that I've given you guys just to show what happens when one clicks on that launcher. And the other thing is also, because it's running on Android, ladies and gentlemen, you also have your Google applications that I'll be showing now in terms of your web-based applications. So right now you have your Gmail, and as well as your Drive, and as well as your Google Calendar that one can look through and work through, etc. And because of the fact that it's running on Android, you have your Play Store. So in this regard, what we do with our schools, we highly encourage them to just only download the Google Classroom application on Play Store, and then have the rest of the other Google core applications on their as web-based applications, ladies and gentlemen. And so so at this moment, we are going to quickly then also look at the locked mode on the Chromebooks. So the lock mode on the Chromebooks is a very specialized feature within your Google Forms. Now, what this feature does, ladies and gentlemen, is actually it locks the form within the Chromebook whenever students have to go and open it. So to give you a scenario, teacher set up a Google form with all the quizzes, with the quiz as a quiz, sorry, and then they'll enable the lock mode feature. And when they enable the lock mode feature, ladies and gentlemen, they will then go and the minute the student opens that device, when the student opens up that form, it will lock that Chromebook, enabling students from actually opening up a new tab or searching the internet until they have submitted that Google form. So a very powerful feature within your Chromebook. And then also now we've looked at a whole other we've actually looked at the build of your Chromebooks, and then we've also looked at the software of it, ladies and gentlemen. And now we are actually going to be looking into what we call the Chrome extensions. Now, the Chrome extensions are third-party applications that are added onto your Chrome that actually then enables, that gives extra advanced features on the existing core Google Chrome applications. And so I'm quickly just going to switch my screen for you, and just to give you guys a little bit of to show you how amazing these features are. So here I have a normal a document here, a Google Doc that I've opened up, and one of my colleagues is actually with us in this session with us. Her name is Deirdre, and as you saw now, she actually had special characters on her word. And so to add these special characters on her name, what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly show you how to add those using an extension, called special characters. Just to show you that extension here by us, ladies and gentlemen, it's called it, and this is the icon of this extension. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly show you how this one works. So the first thing first is one would head over to your extensions. If you've never added extensions before, one can access that through the web Chrome store. And so I will then click on there, and then I will head over and enable that special character. So I've actually pinned it right here by my extension bar, and the extension is then found right there, ladies and gentlemen. And then I will click on this one, and what it will do is it will give me then a whole menu bar of all the characters that I want to use. And so I've already played around with this extension, and right here it is giving me my recent ones. So I will then click on this eye here, and I've selected that eye. And then I will go over to where my cursor is, and I'll click on Control V to paste that character, and there you see that it is pasted. And I'll type further, and if I want to add the special character E there, I'll click on the special character icon again, and then I will click on the E right there, and then I'll click. I will then select Control V on my keyboard, and then it will land accordingly. So this is one of many other helpful extensions within your Chrome. And I just quickly want to mute that for us. Sorry, the gentleman there. And so that's how one would add these special character ones. And then another one that I'd like to show you quickly here is the read and write. The read and write is a very powerful tool, actually extension within Chrome that one can use within your smaller grades also. So what actually this does, it gives you accessibility within your PDFs or your Word documents that you are using, etc. In this case, a very powerful tool towards text to speech. So basically here I have just an extract of wording, and then what I will do is I will highlight this this extract like that, and what I will do is then I will head over to the play. Let me just quickly do that. I'll just click on that, and it plays then for us.
It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented?
And there you have it. So this is a very good text-to-speech one. Then the other features also, one can go ahead and highlight certain information if one wishes to do that. And once again, where is this found? It is found in the Chrome Web Store, which I'm shortly going to show you also as to where one can find these extensions. And then another favorite one of mine, a very favorite one that I do like, is the hover zoom. Now, the hover zoom, ladies and gentlemen, is a Chrome extension within your Chrome. And I'm going to quickly just open that up. And I'm going to enable this one. So it's once again this icon right there. So just to show you how one would get that, one will click on the extensions, and you'll head over to Manage Extensions. And within your Manage Extensions, will open up a new tab for you. One heads over to Hamburger, and you'll open up the Chrome Web Store. Now, within the Chrome Web Store, ladies and gentlemen, you will also get access to all of the other extensions. If one does not find that workflow, one can just open up a new tab, and then you just put in there your Chrome.google.com, and then you'll just / web store there. Put that in their web store, and then that last / there at the end. And then if you click on enter, it will then direct you straight to the Chrome Web Store. And so that's basically how one add that extension. And so let's quickly look at what does the hover zoom do for us. So I've selected it, I've enabled it, and as you see on my screen, as I'm moving my mouse, I can then point at a certain extract or word feature to just give a little bit of more visual aid to my users. And so there you will see a very, very powerful feature, ladies and gentlemen, to use. And so that is then for the extensions, ladies and gentlemen, and I really just see there that there might not be any questions there. But also, ladies and gentlemen, as your Chrome partner, I would like to just mention quickly there that we have worked with hundreds of schools, predominantly here in South Africa, assisting them in their change management processes, professional development, and training. And we would really love to connect with you. And so in terms of the technical part as to what we do, as Cloud EDU, we distribute more than 90% of Chromebooks here in our country, and with special pricing for schools. And also, we offer what we call white glove Chromebook deployment. So all of your devices are set up and ready when they land at your school. And also with that, as mentioned, we do sell the Google Chrome education upgrade licenses. And so please do contact us. I do believe that our colleague is posting that link there in the YouTube chat. And I see that there are no questions, ladies and gentlemen. But with that said, I would really say thank you so much for being with us. It has really been a pleasure to have everyone here. And we hope to see you once again at our next webinar. And thank you very much. Have a lovely day.